like a good arch top, like a great arch top, it seems to me that all of these guitars are balanced, like really like nicely balanced between the highs and low, which is what you want. Some of them, of course, are going to sound different than others, but I like the fatness of them. They're fat and they're loud and punchy like a good arch top should be, and especially the non-cutaway kind, because mostly guys that play ones without a cutaway are going to be playing rhythm. They're not going to be doing any of this fancy stuff like I'm doing. I mean, maybe they will, I don't know, but I suspect most of the guys that buy this guitar are going to want to chunk out. Something along those lines, you know. So the highs pop out nicely, but they don't crunch, you know. These wheels on the bridges are, I'm doing it with my fingers, and that's nice, so that I don't have to get out a tool or ask somebody to do it for me, you know. I'm liking it a lot. I actually asked what gauge strings they were because it felt like the strings were loose, like light gauge strings, and that's a good thing with these guitars because you want to use heavier strings because you're not doing as much of this kind of stuff or even vibrating stuff. So the heavier the string, the more it's going to sound like a nice fat arch top. And I'm surprised how slack the strings are. It's very comfortable. It means that you can have lower action, or even you can have lower action and not have the buzz, but you can have higher action and get that much more volume. They seem to have volume and projection without having a really high action necessary. I have been cranking the action on all of these guitars, and they just keep getting that much louder, which is what you want. But so far, I'm not even close to being in the realm of discomfort or ridiculous. Like, because us arch top guys, when we're in a band and we want to be heard, we'll crank the action as loud as we need to go to get it. And, you know, Freddie Green had string bass-like action. You know, his action was, I think, like an inch above the fingerboard. So, I don't know. Once again, this feels better than an old guitar to me. So, I think you guys are on the right track. It would be kind of fun to see just how high we could get the action up on one of these and see how loud it would go. I think these are, of course it's brand new, but I think they're just beautiful. Aesthetically, it's just so clean. Again, you know, I'm used to old instruments where you don't know what they looked like when they were new, because by the time I'd seen them, they were 50, 60, 70 years old. But the workmanship is really, really tidy and neat and, you know, flawless. And it sounds great. It plays great. I mean, what more could you want, you know? And the prices seem to be great, too. So I have no complaints. The only thing I would say is I can't wait to hear how it's going to sound as it ages. You know, because it's already great, so it's just going to get that much greater. But yeah, that's the true test, is how it's going to age and grow up. But these sound pretty mature considering they're green instruments. Listen to that. The sound almost speaks for itself. like that.
Awesome.